Welcome back to the Britannia Coin Company. We're a coin dealer based in Royal Wootton Bassett in the UK. 2 months into 2023 and on the verge of our 3rd month of the year. We've had some amazing coins coming out throughout February and we're going to be looking at some of those coins today. We also got some amazing news about new coins which have just been announced this month as well. Some of these coins are continuations of long-running sets, but some were a bolt out of the blue. So let's have a look. One of the biggest launches of the month was the 3rd installment in the 25 Years of Magic collection. This was the turn of Dumbledore to be added to the set. The design, as with the rest of the collection, is taken from the work of Jim Kay, whose work comprises the first complete illustration of the Harry Potter series. The design was then tweaked by the Royal Mint's own Fionn Gwilym, who herself has designed a number of coins in the past. We have previously seen the title character of the books, Harry Potter, who was on the first release of the coins. Then the Hogwarts Express, the train which ferries students to and from Hogwarts, rounded off the 2022 releases. With the first 2 being released last year, it means that those coins have the portrait of Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This latest release though, the Dumbledore design, instead has the new portrait of King Charles III, which makes this a really interesting set of coin that charts the passing of the crown from our late Queen to our new King. These coins were released in a range of standards with base metal brilliant uncirculated or BU 50p's, the same BU 50p's but with colour. There were silver and gold proof versions of these 50p's as well. In addition, much like the previous coins, there was also a range of differing weights in gold and silver on larger rounded coins as well. We have one more coin due out this year to complete this set, and we already know that it's going to be Hogwarts School itself. But what we don't know is if this is the end of the line for Harry Potter on our coins though. Will we get more coins featuring other characters and themes from this international franchise? The first set was intended to mark the 25th anniversary of the first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and this year marked the 25th anniversary of the next book in the series, The Chamber of Secrets. We will have to wait and see what the Royal Mint decide to do next. We have also had the latest release in the Myths and Legends series as well. The series began in 2021 with the release of a Robin Hood design for bullion coins in silver and gold. This was then followed up in 2022 with Maid Marian, the love interest of Robin Hood. Later in 2022, Little John, Robin Hood's companion and second in command of his merry men, became the 3rd installment in the collection. The latest release though deviates from Robin Hood, so sorry Friar Tuck and the other merry men, maybe the Mint will circle back to you in the future. The latest installment in this set is King Arthur. The legend of King Arthur is one that has lasted centuries, and although now widely believed to be purely myth, although we could have had a King Arthur, given that one of King Charles III's middle names is Arthur, and he could have chosen any of these as his regnal name. What is really interesting about this release was that it's the first time that this coin collection has been expanded from purely bullion offerings. You could buy this coin as a Cooper and Nickel BU £5 coin, as well as 1 and 2 ounce silver proofs and quarter and 1 ounce gold proofs as well. The difference being that proof coins are finished to the highest standard for collectors, whereas bullion coins are somewhat similar to the standard of brilliant uncirculated coins. They're struck to a nicer finish than a circulating one, but with a focus mainly on the efficiency of the striking to keep the costs as close to the metal value as possible for investors to purchase. The first coin from the annual coin set also got its own release as well. The coins from that set will all get their own unique releases at some point in this year, and the Flying Scotsman became the first out of the gates. It was minted to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the famed locomotive, a record breaker 100 years ago with its speed, and continues to break records to this day, being the oldest locomotive still in use on the tracks. The coin was made available in BU standard with and without colour, silver proof and silver piaford, a piaford coin being double the thickness of a standard silver proof and gives you more silver in the coin. It also got a limited release in gold proof as well. What was very interesting was that when the annual coin sets came out, the coin had no colour on it, either in base metals or silver. This means that so far the only way to get a version of this coin in silver without the colour was to buy the annual sets. This might also serve as an enticement for those who have already bought the annual sets to purchase this coin individually as well. We also saw a range of coins from the Trial of the Pyx go on sale as well. The Trial of the Pyx was established over 700 years ago, and it's where coins created by the Royal Mint are examined and scrutinised. Making sure they're the right composition and of acceptable quality, the Royal Mint must provide one specimen to be examined for every 20,000 copper and nickel coins produced, or one out of every 15,000 silver coins, one for every 10,000 base metal bimetallic coins, or one for every 10,000 gold-proof coins produced. These coins are then tested and the verdicts are given, and a small number of those which are tested are then made available to be purchased by collectors. Naturally, some of these coins will come with marks, scratches, or even fingerprints on them, given that they've been handled and tested, and for some people this adds real character and history to these coins. A rather intriguing release this month was a collection of pre-decimal coins. These are the coins that we used in the UK before we went decimal in 1971. The Royal Mint have packaged up previous circulating examples of these coins in rather jazzy packaging. Although the coins are said to be in EF or extremely fine condition, at £10 a pop for a threepence, sixpence, shilling, or a florin, it's a rather expensive way to add these coins to your collection, if all you're interested in is the coins themselves. The 2023 Britannia with the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II was released at the end of last year in a limited run. But this month there was some clarification that there are errors on these coins. The error which you might be able to find is a rotation error, whereby the dies which are used to strike the designs onto the coins were not perfectly aligned. This means if you rotate the coin 180 degrees, the designs do not match up as they should. There are examples of this error floating around in circulation, notably the 2015 Technologies designed £2 coin, which it seems is more prone to this type of error than others. The 2023 Britannia isn't the first Britannia to be found with a desirable error, as there was in 2014 the Britannia Mule error. This happens when the wrong die is used for one half of the coin, making a mismatch of two coins. This has also been found in circulation, happening to the Lord Kitchener £2 coin. It's still early days, and it's certainly going to be interesting to see how big the price tag on these errors end up being after an initial flurry of people looking to buy these. But if you bought a 2023 Britannia, be sure you go and check it. We also got an announcement at the end of this month that the next coin in the Royal Tudor Beast collection is coming out very soon. This will be the fourth coin in this set, and it's going to be the Black Bull of Clarence. The Royal Tudor Beast range has taken over the mantle of the highly popular Queen's Beast collection, and many of the creatures, the Black Bull included, were minted as part of this set. Given that these heraldic beasts have been passed down the line of succession, some duplication is expected, but with a different designer for the coins, all have been rather exciting and different in their own rights. The Black Bull of Clarence will be released in early March. Onto the new coins then. We heard through the Royal Proclamation about a whole slew of new coins that we can expect. Firstly, we learned that James Bond will be returning to our coins. The Royal Proclamation is one of the first official announcements where the public gets to learn about new coins which are to be minted. The proclamation describes two different designs. The first, a depiction of James Bond flying a microlight set against a background of James Bond titles and the inscription 007. And the second, a depiction of the amphibious car from the film The Spy Who Loved Me, set against the background of James Bond titles and the inscription 007. If released this year, we guess this will be to mark the 60th anniversary of the famed Spy, with releases in BU, copper nickel, silver and gold. Also in Royal Proclamation seems to be the Maundy money, ready for the Maundy service at Easter. These are silver coins with a denomination of 1, 2, 3 and 4 pence, and given by the monarch to traditionally as many men and women as the age of the sovereign. This won't be the first time that King Charles III hands out the coins, as he stepped in for his mother last year. but it will be the first time his portrait has appeared on these historic and fascinating coins, and the first time of him giving them out as king. News of a new Britannia design was also announced. These coins are really popular investment coins in bullion, as well as strikingly beautiful proof coins as well, and in the past we've had a whole range of fascinating designs. The latest design was described as being a depiction of the figure of Britannia driving a chariot pulled by seahorses. Hopefully these will have the dies installed correctly though. The next in the British Monarch set was also announced. This series has seen numismatic portraits of a number of our historic monarchs minted onto a new coin as the reverse design. King Henry VIII was the latest to be released, and now the Royal Proclamation describes the next design as being a depiction of an equestrian portrait of Charles I. So it will not only be a double-sided King's portrait, but also a double-sided Charles coin. Another new coin in a long series will be the next Great Engraver's coin. This series has seen a number of historic coins restruck for collectors in the past, including the Gothic Crown, Una and the Lion, and next up will be the Petition Crown. A really fascinating coin numismatically, and one we'll be returning to very soon in its own video. So there we go, we've had a really good month so far with a number of fascinating releases, and the news about new coins coming out sometime this year potentially is really exciting too. Let me know in the comments what your star coin of February was, and what coin are you most excited to come out later this year. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. It's free to do, and it means you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we post lots of pictures of our coins. We're on Twitter and TikTok. We have our shop and online store, and I'll see you next time for more amazing coins from the Britannia Coin Company.